I'll hear you.
Well, I mean, if we hear him now, it's going to be on video
Mike
forever
is
because
right
I
here,
am.
by the way. This is the mic.
It'll be even more awkward if we hear you then.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
you'll have to be yelling across the room. You know what? In
Hey,
fact, make sure we hear you, actually.
I am recording, so, for
Oh, all
posterity.
right. That's great.
Welcome back, everyone,
Mm.
to another week of exciting adventures as we progress to maybe a new room. Before we get started, let's do the usual bookkeeping and reset everyone's hero points back to 1. And our favorite part of the day experience for defeating the Warg. Everyone helped themselves out to this much XP.
More than I was expecting.
100 more.
I mean, the opportunities aren't endless. So, who would like to give a recap of what happened last time?
I can give it because I was late. So last time let's see, we started off, um, with looting the grave turtles, grave shells.
So
Um,
I think last time you picked up with finding the puppies.
right. We picked up with finding the puppies, and these weak little um, puppies that were shaking and quivering, um, barely had any skin on their bones. Um, and Hal was like, "Nope, not gonna get attached. Let's just keep moving forward." Levis was like, "Oh, we can feed them a little bit," and cuts off some of the grave shell meat and tosses it a little bit away from them. Turns out they can't even make it that far. At that point, Hal takes pity on them and starts just cutting it up into little bite-sized pieces for them. And Hal and Levis start hand feeding the warg puppies. And we're so infatuated by these four puppy dog eyes, these four sets of puppy dog eyes, we don't notice Papa Warg come in. Um, and he says some really effed up stuff um, about, just killing them and like not supporting your young. PSA, always pay child support. Um, and so then we got in a fight with him about it. Um, Eventually, it was a very long, much longer than it needed to be, fight. Um, with Alex sitting out most of it, except for the very end to steal Hal's kill again. Um, the only the other thing of note that happened during the fight is the Papa Warg took one of the Warg babies hostage and squished its head in its jaws. Um, and killing it instantly. Um, Least we can do is say the least we can say about that one is that was most likely fairly painless. Um, and then we killed the Papa Warg. We still got 3 Warg puppies left, and Hal and Levis. While Hal was down and out from that fight, um, and so while Levis was nursing him back to health, Alex went on a little reconnaissance mission outside. It's been 15 minutes. He hasn't come back yet. And so now Hal and Levis are going to go look for him and probably get into more trouble along the way.
Yep.
Yep, that's pretty much it. There was also we detoured a little bit and checked back in with the other half of the party. to get their opinions on whether or not Kagos would like a pet. I believe that was the discussion.
Oh, and they also got a marionette suit of armor for Goop Goop for
They
when he
also got-
reforms.
Yeah.
And there may or may not be a missing puppeteer who might just be in one building that we just didn't check.
And we may never know.
Because he might just be gone by the time where he was there, but I just have left by the time we get back.
Yep. That's everything. Go ahead and help yourself to another hero point. I have one thing that I'm going to start from this week, and let's see how it goes. All of you get hero points and like potentially up to 3 hero points apiece, and I feel like I'm not stacking the deck, in my favor enough. So I'm gonna start giving myself 3 villain points every week. That
Ooh.
will allow me to re-roll any 3 rolls that I want. So I'm gonna take that for a spin and see how well it works.
That sounds cool.
You already
I
lost
like
the
that.
puppy. Why do you want to do that?
Villain pointer sounds awesome.
Yeah, I like
So-
that.
Yeah, I like that. But you also have to state like a villainous action.
Oh, I have so many.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's join back in with Hal and Levis as they step outside into the sunlight after what has been a traumatic morning. The afternoon sun is beating down on your heads. And what would you like to do?
Just to make sure for clerical purposes, we left the puppies here, right? Or we're
Yes.
carrying them with us? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they have food now.
I say we go around the north side and circle around the back, see if we can find that hidden entrance Alec was talking about. And if we don't find them there, then we just head back to this room.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
So we're going to start making our way around, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, as you are walking past the northern face, you notice that, first there's this gigantic pit and hole in the wall, where the grave shells were earlier. You also notice that around the perimeter there's the same kind of overgrowth that you saw in the front of the castle. It seems to be surrounding the entire wall on the north face as well.
As we're walking, can I scan the ground for tracks of people? Something. Do I know Alec's foot size? Could I guesstimate his tracks from that?
I mean, even without investigating, you can see the outline of his prints. It looks like he wasn't trying to hide them, and he's wearing armor and he's a heavy individual, so you see clearly marked footprints kind of walking around to the edge of the castle, and then
And they
you
are
can't
going
see
the
from
same
there.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
These rocks that we're seeing,
Mhm.
are they from the castle, or are they just random rocks that are just around that's the landscape?
That's the landscape. Those are just boulders.
Okay. Okay. Al, slow down. I can't walk as fast as you.
Hal will take a long, exasperated sigh as he waits for Levis to catch up.
And I'm assuming this is the overgrowth that you were talking about earlier, correct?
Yeah, that's some of the overgrowth. It's actually all along the wall, though.
Okay. Okay.
There's a very conspicuous S right here that I'm seeing.
I'm assuming
Uh,
that's directions, right?
where?
This,
Along
That
the
oh,
left
you can
side.
ignore that. That's just left over from the map. It's not really that
Very-
relevant.
Okay, so
I
still
mean,
no.
It would be
hole.
on the nose if S stood for secret, you know. But...
Oh.
So, where do Alex tracks lead?
So it looks like they kind of curve in this direction, and as you kind of step around the corner, you notice that there is in fact a gigantic gaping hole in the wall. And Alex tracks lead up to this pile of rubble and seem to disappear from there. It looks like it might have gotten mixed up in the rubble or something else. You're not quite sure just yet.
He didn't go down, did he?
I would be amazed, but also worried if you did.
So I should clarify, this isn't going down. It looks like this hole is at the same level that you're on right now.
Okay.
Oh, then why can't we like see in?
Good question. I'm not sure actually. You should be able to see in. Just try stepping up to the hole and stepping back. Maybe that helps.
Nope.
Should I like try across the barrier?
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
I
there
just
we go.
put you inside. I'm gonna pull you back now. Okay.
Okay.
Do we see anything inside that's of note?
So what you see in front of you, this is. So you see that this is like a room that's pretty much trashed. It holds a lot of toppled shelves and filing cabinets. The southwestern wall, which is what you're looking at, has completely collapsed, and it reveals like weeds and undergrowth, kind of poking through parts of the rubble. A lot of the surfaces in the room are covered in moss and vines, and you even see snarls of wild blackberries in certain places. On the pile of rubble, it looks like there's a. Well, there's no better way to describe it. It looks like there's like a mound of meat just plopped on top.
Like fresh or
It's hard to tell from where you are right now.
is it cooked or is it raw?
It looks raw.
Okay.
It has skin on it
Worth
in
them.
some places, but in other
Uh,
places, not.
But I'm assuming from this distance we can't like identify what kind of meat this is, right?
No, not from here, because the pile of rubble is a little elevated also. You would have
Okay.
to kind of walk up to it and see it if you wanted to investigate.
Yeah, Hal's going to walk up to it and poke it with a stick.
Okay, you poke it with a stick, and as you get closer, the first thing that really hits you is the smell. It's horrendous, because this is very badly decomposing. The part of meat that you saw actually looked a lot fresher than what the reality for the rest of the body is. This is a badly decomposing humanoid corpse, and as you look a little closer, you notice that in some places where there's still skin, there are some pretty obvious small bite marks.
Could I do a nature check to try and identify the creature that made the bite marks? I am
Yeah.
trained in nature.
Go for it. Okay, so with a 21, you see that a lot of the bite marks are in fact clusters of maybe two or three teeth kind of centered up in small semicircles without too many along the sides forming like a full circle. judging by that and like the space between the upper and the lower jaw, you figure this might be some kind of rodent or giant rat-like creature. You're not entirely sure, what exact animal, but it's somewhere in that family.
Okay. And could I guesstimate its size? The size of the creature from that, or do I need more information?
It's hard to tell from the bite itself. I mean, the head of the creature might be maybe the size of your fist,
Okay.
but that's all you can really tell from bite marks.
So
Um,
won't be large, probably.
And do we hear anything while we're doing this? Like any noises of sorts?
At the moment, no.
Okay. We should be careful. That doesn't bode well.
Looks like it's been here for a little bit. Hopefully whatever what was here has moved on.
Well, we haven't seen Alec yet, so maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, we might be able to see if there's more tracks inside. And with that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna step through and like into the room itself.
Could you roll a stealth check for me?
Okay.
At misfortune, because you weren't being stealthy.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. 17. Okay.
I love that +4 dex.
You step into the room.
I'm passing through a wall, so
That's weird. Okay, I'll just put you in.
okay. Do I notice, like, you said there was like moss covering the ground, right?
Yes.
So do I notice like any tears in like the blanket of moss that like might indicate someone with metal shoes walking through it?
You don't see too much moss on the floor as such. Most of it seems to accumulate on the more or previously organic surfaces, like the rotting shelves or leftovers of the things that might have been on the shelves. A lot of the ground is mostly covered in just debris and some patches of overgrowth.
Okay.
But regardless, you don't see an indication of tracks anywhere.
Okay. What are these?
Those look like arches.
Arches. Okay. So they are open. Okay.
Mhm.
Hal is going to whisper to Levis. Perhaps we should proceed a little carefully. Now that I think about it. We
And
have
as
sort
you
of
say that, out of holes in the wall and from the debris scattered around you, these giant rat-like creatures scamper out. They kind of look at you curiously. They size you up, and you look very much like the rotting, decomposing mound that you're kind of standing on top of right now. And to them, you look like a much tastier alternative than what they've been feasting on for the last few days. So it's time we rolled initiative.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Initiative.
Give me a second. I'm updating the tracker. Okay. Oh wait, this is. I forgot to end the last encounter. Whoops.
Oh,
This is an old encounter that's on round 6.
can we keep those rolls?
Nope.
God damn it.
Aw.
It
But
was
I
so
rolled
good.
well. Oh, I rolled a 7.
Okay, I'll accept it.
I feel robbed.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on!
That's fine. I'm gonna be keeping the 10.5 that the first rat rolled. Okay. Hal, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Going to do one action to take out my rapier. One action to... Let's see... Do dueling parry.
Okay.
And then... I am going to... This rat is right in front of me.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
going
ugly.
to... I'm just going to take a swing at the rat bastard.
Ooh.
All right, you managed to critically hit it.
Yes!
Let's go.
Let's do this thing.
All right. It's already. Oh, it's already done the double damage. Perfect.
Yeah. And I get D8 because it's deadly.
It's dead.
Oh, that feels so good. That feels so
Only
good. Right? That's
Alec was here to see
Hal's
this.
greatest moment.
yeah.
Finally killed something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Again, if only Alec was here to see that.
That's my turn.
Okay, so yeah, this rat is dead. This other rat is going to swarm you, and it's going to take a bite at you.
That does not hit.
Well, it's going to bite at you again.
That does not hit.
Okay. The second rat is going to hop on over there and do the same. It's going to try to bite at you.
Alright. That does not hit.
18 doesn't hit.
Because of dueling parry.
Oh,
it
you
brings
have
my
dueling
AC up to
parry.
20.
Mm-hmm.
That skill is really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna try again, and that's not gonna hit. Well, yeah, these rats are
That's
just...
a critical fail.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, as it tries to swipe at you, or lunge at you, it kind of trips on its own tail and is now flat-footed.
Hell yeah.
All right.
One, two, three. Levis.
Which one is flat-footed?
This one. Let me.
This one.
change-
Okay. And I'm able to see both of these two, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. What I'm going to do is well, I mean, looks like Hal was able to kill it quickly, so I am just going to cast Daze this rat right here. The one that is not flat-footed.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a crit.
Okay, it's gonna take the damage.
Okay, so I have one action left. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I'm going to spend one action to continue the dueling parry. I'm going to. Should I demoralize the rat? Let's
Either
see.
that or just kill it.
Yeah. Or I could do like other things. Let's just. Yeah, let's strike at the flat-footed one.
Okay. You hit.
Alright, not a crit.
Not a crit.
Even with the flat-footed?
Oh no.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, you just missed out on that.
Damn it. And then I'm going to. I'll take another swing at the flat. No, I'm going to take my second swing at the one that Levis dazed.
Okay.
Yikes.
That one unfortunately does not hit. In fact, it misses critically.
No.
So as you try to stab into the rat, it's a wily thing. I mean, it is a rat, right? You you swing past and instead you impale your sword in a bit of the debris, and as you like kind of jerk your hand back, you realize you left your sword stuck in the debris over there.
There goes my dueling parry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, do I need to heal you up again?
We'll see. I mean, those were my three actions. One was the dueling parry, and then two were attacks.
So the rat that you just attacked is going to, well, yeah, it's just going to bite at you. It's all it knows how to do. Why isn't it? Come on. Okay, there we go.
Good thing Alec wasn't here to see that.
That misses.
Wow. Well, you know what? Maybe the second one won't. Or maybe it will. Maybe the third one won't. That probably will. The other rat is going to take one action to right itself, so it's no longer flat-footed. And then it's going to strike at you.
It misses.
And one more.
That misses too. Woo! I'm feeling invincible.
Such graceful dodges.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the rats, Levis.
Alright, let's continue the days.
Okay, same one.
Same one. Damn it.
Yeah, not this time.
But it will take 2 damage
Half of
instead.
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, in order to grab my rapier, is that one action or will I have to?
That would be one action.
Okay, I'm going to grab my rapier out of the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then uh as I grab my rapier out of the rubble, I'm going to attempt a feint on this rat.
Okay.
So that's a deception check.
Against its perception DC. That succeeds.
All right, it is flat-footed for the next attack I make,
Mm-hmm.
which is just going to be a rapier strike.
Let's see it. You hit.
We're going to do 2 damage.
And you successfully skewer this rat this time, as it drops dead.
God, I'm getting all these finishers. God
Why?
damn it.
Didn't you do that against the grave spawn? The grave shells.
This last remaining rat, it saw its two companions die, but all that's going through its head right now is, oh great, more food for me. And it's going to attack you again.
That misses.
It's going to
So
try.
about the villain points.
No, don't tempt him.
Oh no!
That one.
Didn't it?
That one doesn't miss.
That is my AC.
That goes to your... It goes to defender, so that misses.
Oh, nice.
Final strike.
That is that's a critical fail.
Fucking negative one.
I'm gonna whip out one of my villain points here. And the villainous moment that I'd like to remember is our most recent attempt, or our most recent image of pure evil, when an innocent little puppy's head just caved in, and there was nothing Levis could do about it.
Oh wow.
You're a bad person.
Oh my god.
Bringing up the puppy again? Come on.
It's, that's a critical fail, and I think you know why it is too.
Yeah.
Brought up the puppy.
Yeah,
Deserved.
so it is now confirmed Rohit hates puppies. Let it be known.
That's like JoJo's.
Look,
Oh my
I'm not the
God.
one. There were several attempts where you could have saved the puppy. That was in your hands, not mine. But
Well, technically, your jaws, but
details. This rat, it's just clumsy today, and it goes for you, and instead just snubs its nose into some rubble and manages to daze itself. So effectively, it's flat-footed.
Okay. But how about I actually daze it this time?
All right.
I really need a better spell than this.
Save.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
One
Well,
day
I
I'll
mean-
get this done.
Yeah.
One day.
all right. Hal is take his rapier and just. He's flat footed. Okay. What I'm going to do is attempt to. Where is it? Tumble through this
Okay.
rat. So.
I have questions
acrobatics.
about how that would work. How do you tumble through a rat?
The way I envision it, if it works, is
It works.
I'm more so like jumping off the bookshelves and the rubble around it to get over it and onto the other side.
Okay.
And that gives me panache, and I will make a confident finisher on this rat.
Okay, let's see it.
I would like to remember a heroic moment. I want this finisher to fucking work. Let's see. What's a heroic moment?
The finishers of the rats.
Yeah, just like stepping through the crumbling wall, turn around, talking to Levis, and then these rats appear, and just taking out a rapier and skewering one right through the eye out the back of its tail, ready to roast. That's the heroic moment I would like to remember as I do a confident finisher.
All right.
It is!
Yes. Yes.
Again, if only Alec was here to see this.
This is the first confident finisher I've had hit, so I'm just going to take it.
Please tell me how you absolutely decimate this rat.
So, as it's like turning around, confused and flat-footed, I take my rapier, and write an H onto its back with the tip of my rapier, and then as it like reels back in pain, I take the rapier and just slice it through its down its throat and skewer it to the ground.
And with that Zoro-like finish, we end combat.
Yes. Yes.
I kind of feel sorry for that rat.
That yes was in character as well. So he's like, yes, worked. I knew it would work. Oh, that was awesome.
But how? It's just a rat.
I've been trying to do that sequence with the H and everything for so long. Like, you have no idea how much practice goes into that.
I
Like-
could tell. The H is I could see the H quite clearly. Lots of practice went into that. I can tell.
I mean, just these last 2 days, I must have tried it like 3 or 4 times. Like,
Well, here's hoping you could do that to something that poses more of a threat.
these could have posed a threat. I mean, look at that guy. Gesture to the corpse in front of Levis.
Levis, the corpse in front of you looks like a big rat. Honestly, something like you would find in a city.
No, the humanoid one.
Oh, the humanoid one. Yeah, that's a humanoid body.
Poor fellow. Shall we explore this room?
Yeah, but let's be a little bit careful.
Can you move me in?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Now I'm inside. What do I find on these shells besides moss?
If there ever was anything on the shelves, it has long since decomposed.
Okay. Hal, before we open these doors, should we check what's over in this side? And I point in that direction.
Actually,
Yeah, that
I
makes-
I missed one thing. Hal, when you poked at the body, you did notice that it was wearing a belt.
Is it a nice belt?
It's a belt. Like all you can see from the angle that you saw, all you see is like a leather strip along what you assume was a waist at some point.
Do I need a belt? I don't think I need a belt. I'm not going to defile a corpse for a belt I don't need. All right.
Well, while Hal decides that, could I like possibly like move the body to see if there's anything else on this humanoid body?
Move it how? Like,
Just
what
like-
do you mean by that?
Well, I'm more like prop it like fully lay it out to see if there's anything else of
Okay.
note on him besides the belt.
So as you kind of lay it out and turn it over, like push it aside a little bit, you notice that the belt was in fact attached to a pouch that was underneath it.
Did I open the pouch?
You open the pouch and you find 2 vials inside.
Do I recognize? Could I recognize these vials? I like using like medicine check.
Is medicine the right check?
You
You could
imagine
try.
like what I would like what I would do is like I'd like hold both of them up, like swirl around, trying to see if I could identify what these vials are.
Give me an. Yeah, give me a medicine check. Sure.
Okay. Skill, medicine. Where? Medicine.
Okay, so yeah, you pick up one of these vials and you like swirl it around, give it a sniff, you carefully examine the color, and as you're putting all the clues together, you slowly realize that these look remarkably similar to other potions of healing that you've seen before.
How did this guy not use these potions of healing and ended up dying to rats?
So
That is incredibly tragic.
you can
Maybe
add
there were
two.
more rats.
Hmm?
Sorry. So I'm assuming they're healing potion minor, right?
They're minor healing potions.
Okay. All right. I'll take both of them with me.
All right.
Shall we take a look at what's over here?
Yes, and Hal, with his rapier out, is going to stealthily walk in that direction.
Okay.
Do I have to make stealth rolls along the way, or?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I feel we've been quite loud, anyways.
Yeah,
Still
like
going to-
stealth is long gone at this point. It's an option. So
Still going to be creeping along slowly.
okay. And as you sort of peek around the corner and look into the room, you see that along the walls there are these curtains. And at some point, these must have been very plush curtains because The material is velvety and it's got this like royal purple color. However, it's now in tatters and there are scuffs all over the place. There are other places where you think portraits hung at some point, but because of like you see like an outline that's slightly lighter than the darker wall around it, but there's like no indication of what these portraits might have been or when they were taken. There's trash and rotted food in heaps along the floor, and they look like tiny moldering corpses. Um, there is an open door to the north, and this open door right here to the north, and yeah, you see another door to the eastern side.
We didn't open that door.
We really did not.
Does that mean Alec opened that door and he's just waiting for us on the other side?
Well, it's worth a look.
Yeah, just going to carefully step around the trash and the corpses. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's right there.
Where did you guys go? I told you to wait here while I looked.
Well, we
You were-
got worried.
You were gone a while.
I was gone for like 20 minutes.
That's a while. We have very long days.
I feel like you have short attention spans is what the issue is.
But you missed out on Hal's amazing finisher.
I
Finish.
killed 3 rats. Like, the corpses are still in the other room. Like, I could show
Oh.
you.
You actually. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I would have expected nothing less. You know, like the prudent approach would have just been like not disturb them and walk past them like I did. But, you know what? Congratulations, you skewered a rat.
You are surprisingly stealthy for wearing that heavy armor.
You are surprisingly noisy for someone who isn't.
You know what? That's very fair.
So while Hal was talking with Alec, how are the puppies doing?
You kind of covered the puppies with a cloth before you left.
Okay, but is like the cloth like still moving and stuff? Like looks like
yeah,
it's-
you still see
as-
like movement underneath.
Okay, that's good. I'd like to just open up the cloth a little bit just so I can say hi to the puppies again.
So the puppy, one of the puppies, like looks around curiously at you, and then once it recognizes who you are, it starts licking your nose a little bit.
Oh, you're so cute. Did they finish eating the food that I left them?
No, a lot of it is still left there.
Okay, I'll put the cover back. Alec, did you find anything?
Nothing really interesting. There was like one room that was kind of covered in plants and berries and such. Nothing there. And then the room that you just came out of, I think the wargs were using that as like a storeroom of some sort, judging by the piles of food there. Yeah, I took a quick peek through the piles there and didn't really see anything interesting.
Okay.
Haven't finished looking at the office up north though. I got rudely interrupted last time when I heard your pleas for help from fighting that other warg. So I'm just gonna go finish looking in there. And with that, Hal steps into this room. Or not Hal, Alec.
Let me help you with that. And Hal is going to very hurriedly come after him.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay, so as you step into that room, you see that It's a grim administrative looking office. There's like a heavy wooden desk. There are armchairs, and there are filing cabinets that are still largely intact. Although most of the furniture drawers have been pulled out and ransacked long ago.
Um,
So anything
I-
that still needs to be searched?
Um, I I was kind of poking through the desks. If you want to take a look at the filing cabinet, go for it.
You got it, boss man. Is this the filing cabinet?
Yes.
Alright. Hal's going to step up and start looking through it.
I guess I'll help Hal.
Okay.
I think I would be looking for anything that mentions the Elf Gate in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Or Elf Ring, whichever one it was. As well as like I guess sort of anything to do with the basement in general as well.
Okay. So you spend some time picking through the filing cabinet, and you do notice there are a lot of random pieces of paper. Just a cursory glance at them kind of tells you that these might have been like various criminal records or like administrative documents about resources or order forms or things like that. You do try to like find something related to, or you, like you're keeping an eye out for something relating to the basement or elf gates, but nothing of the sort really sticks out at you. You do, however, notice a book tucked away in the back of one of the shelves in the filing cabinet.
Alright, I'm going to pull out the book and read the cover.
There is nothing written on the cover. It's just like a blank leather cover.
Huh.
What did you find there?
Looks like some sort of journal, perhaps. I'm going to open up the first page, I guess.
Okay. So on the very first page, this is blank, but it looks like there is a handwritten note kind of scrawled on there. And as you read it, it says, "To Lictor Akelmar, with thanks for your interest in my work, together we shall quell savagery. Yours truly, Hell Knight T. Stargram, Esquire."
Could you put those names in the in the chat? Hey Alec, do the names Lictor Alekmar or T. Stagram Esquire mean anything to you?
Wait, what did you say? Give me that. And Alec takes the book from you. Huh. This is fascinating. Hell Knight Yeah, this was written by my father. Hell Knight Stagram was my father. It looks like he gave this to Lictor Akelmar, at some point. Huh. What is this book? And Alec just starts thumbing through the pages.
Well, it's not a signet ring, but here's a family heirloom.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for finding that. This means a lot to me. I don't have too much from my father. A lot of his gifts to me tend to be lessons. So, it's nice to actually have something physical from him. And for the first time, you see Alex soften just a little bit.
I pat Hal on the back and whisper to him, "Good job."
Yeah, Hal's chest is puffing up, and he is overcome with joy from these words of praise. And I guess I'll just politely wait for him to finish thumbing through and sort of ask him what it's about, like, as he's going.
This looks like a treatise on Order of the Nail protocols, and how they relate to Chalice and Iscari laws. There's a lot of interpretations of local criminal laws and how they apply to previous cases in various districts along both nations. Honestly, this is something I would expect from my father. Dry legalese bound in leather. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle reading through this, that's for sure.
But I'm going to assume nothing about an elven ring or your signet ring, right?
No, I feel this looks like some sort of gift that my father gave to the lictor, just to commemorate the establishment of the Hell Knights of this region.
Why didn't the lictor take it with him?
That's a very good question.
Is this Lictor Alcomar still alive? Do you
No,
know
he
him?
passed a while back. She was actually the grandmother of the Order's current paravicar.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
sounds like an important person.
As much as we love to think that rank in the Hell Knights is based on merit, there is a degree of nepotism that can never truly be overcome.
Ah,
Of course.
well, Alec, you said you've searched everywhere except for this office. Is there truly nowhere else that you need to search?
Oh no, I just searched the other two rooms that I'm guessing both of you passed through to get here. I haven't looked at any of the other rooms.
So including this door, and I point to this door.
Nope, haven't been through there.
Well, why don't we start on through that?
Be my guest.
And at his words of approval, Hal is going to take out his rapier and just open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and from that angle, you don't really see too much.
I can't stand in the middle, so I guess I'll step in
Yeah.
to see more.
Okay, so you see a long row of mostly empty bookshelves in remarkably untouched condition. There is a thick layer of dust and the smell of mildew in the air, but the shelves themselves look largely undisturbed. Yes. That's all you see.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I guess Hal is just going to slowly sort of comb through the shelves one by one, sort of see like what's there.
Okay, so okay. As you look through the shelves, there are a few books that are left. It looks like anything of value was taken with the Citadel, or taken with the Hell Knights when they abandoned the Citadel. There are some books that sort of go over. You can't exactly tell from a cursory glance, but they look ancient, and you figure they might be records of events, because like as you look through it, you just see like date and some text, date and text, date and text. So that's what you see in about 5 of the books that you find just scattered throughout. One of the books looks like it's a list of laws or rules that the Hell Knights follow.
Okay.
Would you
Well-
like to do anything with these books?
So 5 history books and a book of law.
Yes.
I guess just sort of grab them, show them to Alec, and ask, "Do you? These seem very related to Hell Knights. At least this one does." Then I'll show the Book of Law. I'm just wondering if it's like of any. Do you think that they have any significance, or?
Let me see. He thumbs through that book and he's, this is just a standard copy of the cadet manual we hand to every new entry into the Hell Knights. We are required to memorize this before we are even permitted to begin training.
Oh wow.
It's all fairly logical. Most of it ends in either capture the person or kill them.
Capture or
Sounds
kill.
reasonable.
Yeah. Very. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that was all I was able to find in here. Shall we keep going?
Yeah. Shall we try this door first? Before we head to the inner parts of this area? Right.
Yeah.
I'll go open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and yeah, you see a little bit of what you think are desks and shelves from where you are right now, but that's about it.
I'll step inside.
Okay. I don't know why the lighting. Is it giving you like a weird triangle?
Well, I mean, there was like some rays like in this area, but I mean that's
Okay, I'm just
fine.
gonna move you here for a second to kind of.
Okay.
That didn't help, did it?
It
What's
looks
going on?
fine to me now.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Oh, I guess that's just the observer view that's messed up.
Mm.
So the stream isn't gonna see a thing. Let me try to fix that, otherwise it'll be a bad. Okay, there we go. So as you step into the room, you notice that along the western end of the wall, there's like an administrative area. There's a desk with a wooden chair behind it, some shelves to your left and right. These shelves look like they were previously racks for holding weapons of some sort or some sort of tools. You aren't quite sure because there's nothing there at the moment.
Okay.
To the eastern end, you noticed several iron cages. these look very much like jail cells, holding prisoners, and on the 4 cells at the back, so these cells over here,
Yeah.
you notice 4 skeletons just kind of shackled onto the wall or slumped over.
Ah. That's totally not ominous. Hal, you wanna come inside?
Yeah, sure. What's so not ominous? Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
this shelf over here is a weapons rack. This shelf over here is actually a closet that has doors that are closed.
I guess I'll open the closet.
check for traps.
Too late.
Now
You,
remembering the spear in his chest.
you attempt to open the doors, but they seem to be locked.
Okay. I'd like to search these desks then. Hopefully to find like a key or some sort.
You search the
anything else of note.
desks, but there's nothing left on top of them, and the desk doesn't have any drawers or anything like that. It's just a desk.
Ah. Kinda don't want to break down a closet.
So, can I inspect the lock? Is it like a key lock, or is it like is it a bolt or is it a latch? Can I tell?
It looks there's a keyhole. You do notice
There is a keyhole, but I can't tell whether it's a bolt or a latch that's securing the doors together.
Roll perception.
Secret or
You can do it in public. All you see is a keyhole.
okay.
While Hal does that, I'd like to go take a closer look at the skeletons.
Okay. They're in these back cells over here.
And like, is there anything else in these cells besides these skeletons?
The skeletons, no.
No.
No,
okay.
they're just skeletons.
Huh. Maybe
So,
Alec knows where the key's at.
So
Well,
Alec.
Levis, 1 second,
Oh.
please.
Oh. Shit.
As you look around at the skeletons, they are badly decomposing. There's very few clothes left on them. But strangely, it does look like there are weapons lying around these skeletons. It seems very strange that skeletons in prison cells should have weapons near them. But you don't get too long to think about that, because as the thought crosses your head, one of the skeletons looks up and makes eye contact with you.
Oh no.
Guess what we need to do?
Initiative.
Oh, but I have. Oh, god damn it! Why does my
That initiative doesn't count because there wasn't an encounter
Perfect.
yet.
I mean, I mean it's better. How do we keep running into this?
Okay.
Just you. No, I
might be in
initiated the
trouble.
last combat. No, right now we're 1-1.
Why is this? Why do I always roll so crap for initiative? Oh.
Um, So, I guess for one, we're going to take out my rapier.
Oh, you already took it out before stepping into the room over here.
Right. Awesome. Oh, that is so good. I am so smart, because then I can stride over here, and still have 2 actions.
So right now, these skeletons are inside individual jail cells. The only entrance to the jail cells are, in fact, the entrances over here, and you get the picture.
They're directly in front.
Mm-hmm.
Are these doors open?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, lame.
And in order to lock them, I would need a key.
There doesn't appear to be any sort of lock on these doors.
So there is no like latch or anything, or
There's a latch. It looks like this was one of your bring your own padlock kind of jail cells.
okay. Bring your own padlock. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up to there, and I'm going to shout at this skeleton guard to the south of Levis, in an attempt to demoralize it, and I'm going to yell, "Come at me, you bag of bones! You don't got much time left anyway."
Okay.
Oh my god.
The skeleton looks at you and it seems unfazed by your threats.
God.
Damn
Damn
it. What a waste of a nat 20.
Yeah. It might just be immune to being frightened. Fuck. Okay. No, that's... Shove doesn't... If I wanted to do that, I would have to have moved through, and then I would have had to shove you.
Oh, we can't just like move through each other?
No, I can move through you, but I can't like pull you around behind me. I would have to move
yeah.
through and then shove you backwards.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, I mean, you could just walk in front, can't you? And then just attack these two.
I'm on my last action.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So
So these are bars. Like they're like bars of iron.
Okay. Couldn't you poke through it with your rapier?
I assume if I attempt that, it's going to be with either disadvantage or a severe penalty.
They are essentially behind partial cover, so they will have a bonus to AC.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is actually just a dueling parry at the moment. And that's my turn.
Okay. Alec hears commotion and shouts, "What's going on in there?"
Skeletons!
I'm sorry.
I think Siri also decided to yell at me. Okay, he is going to. So that's 15. Ugh, come on. 15, and then another 10 to get over there. And then he sees the skeletons and he sees the pile up and he's like, looks like you guys got this, and that's his turn.
God damn it.
I'm glad he believes in us.
Alright, how many attacks am I gonna get?
Well, let's go clockwise. So this skeleton guard up here steps through the cell, and sizes you up, Levis, and where did the skeleton thing go? There we go. It's going to give me the character sheet. There we go. Thank you. It's going to swing at you with its scimitar.
That misses.
Very good. It's going to try again.
Yes, that misses as well.
Is that a crit?
No, not a crit though.
Oh.
My AC is only 15.
Oh wow.
Well, unfortunately for you, okay, well, this skeleton guard over here is stuck in its cell and it's not going to do anything. It looks like it's patiently waiting its turn. It's waited for centuries already. What's a few more minutes? The skeleton guard to the south is actually flanking you with the skeleton guard to the north.
Oh no.
So you are flat-footed for this next attack. It's just going to strike at you.
Oh, thank God, yes. It matches my AC. Yeah. Flat-foot is just -1, right?
-2.
Ah, fuck, never mind. Okay, hits.
Okay. Why didn't it give me damage? Alright, I'm just gonna roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, you take that, and then it's going to strike at you again.
Okay, that misses.
And a third time. Yeah, okay, let's roll that damage again.
What?
Max damage.
Oh my God.
Now,
Well,
this
hell
other
no. Good luck.
this other skeleton guard is going to whap at you.
Oh my God. My hubris of walking forward.
Let's walk towards the skeletons. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh my God.
Wait, that doesn't seem right. That's
Wait,
an
no,
attack roll.
that's attack
Yeah.
roll. Oh God. You scared me right there. Well, I'm down anyways.
Yeah, well. Okay, it sees Levis drop unconscious, and it decides not to do anything after that. Levis?
Man. If only.
You know what time
if
it
only
is.
I rolled higher on perception.
Literally one higher would have.
Yeah, dude, for reals. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Alright, well, I succeeded.
Yes,
Stay
please make
well.
sure you have one wounding.
Okay.
Or one wounded.
Yep.
Hal.
So could I how many actions would it be to grab Levis, pull him back, and put him in the space behind me, basically?
So you cannot. Okay, grabbing him would be one action, and then you would have to move him into that space. So how are you moving him? Are you like walking backwards, or are you just like dragging him?
I'm just sort of dragging him and turning around as I place him on the other side of my body.
I'll say that'll be another action.
Okay. So that's 2 actions. And I just dump them on the other side of my body. And I'm going to do the dueling parry again. So
Okay.
that way I get the AC bonus for my 4th action.
Okay. Alec looks at Levis and his bleeding corpse, or I guess not corpse, but body, and wonders why the spellcaster was in front.
He's got some potions in his pocket.
Okay. Let me find that. So Alec takes an entire action digging through Levis's pockets. And then he pulls out one of the potions of healing. And for his 3rd action, he's going to put it down Levis's throat.
Okay. I'm assuming I roll it, right?
Yeah. It should be in your inventory, so just you can roll one of them. You know what? It seems very apropos.
Yeah, it is. It is totally. Yeah, to be
That's
expected.
Alec's turn. These skeleton guards. Okay. Continuing that same order. This one steps up to Hal and is going to strike at you.
That is a crit failure.
Okay, it tries to attack you, and it's basically just swinging wildly, and as it misses, it hits the jail cell right next to you, and that knocks its weapon out of its hand.
Nice.
The other skeletons, so this one will step out, and the other 2 are just going to glare at you, and that's their turn. Levis.
So as I pop back up, thank you so much, Alec. So I will actually wait. How many actions does a spell take? 2. Oh. I'll stand up. And then for the first skeleton guard right here, I'm going to be casting Disrupt Undead.
Okay.
Been waiting.
I've been waiting for another damage cantrip. But mother. God. Wait, so that's a fortitude, but I'm assuming because it says. Wait, do I not roll to see if I attack it?
It seems like it's similar to your days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this guaranteed?
The damage is
unless
guaranteed.
it critically.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, so just
So
take
roll the
half,
damage.
half of this positive damage.
Wow. Okay.
Unless, of course, this
Wait, I
skeleton
think-
guard takes double damage from positive energy.
Is that right?
Oh,
Did I do that right?
wait.
Oh, yeah, no. You managed to kill that skeleton.
it has 4 HP.
I hate that it writes that over there. Kind of. It kind of
Wait,
gives it
so-
away.
Did it do double damage for positive, or is that just not something skeletons do? Just out of curiosity.
It didn't do double damage.
Oh
Wait.
man. I need to figure out what this positive energy is then. It just sounds really dumb for a damage type.
Positive.
What is actually? Yeah, what does positive damage mean?
I don't know. See, Pathfinder 2E positive.
That's the first time I've ever
I-
heard something called positive damage.
Effects with this trait heal living creatures with positive energy, deal positive energy damage to undead, or manipulate positive energy.
I think this means you can't deal this damage against non-undead creatures.
Well, the target is undead creatures.
Yeah,
Like,
this cannot. Hmm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it only hurts undead. And it heals,
Oh.
like you said, and it heals living.
but
Oh,
since you
okay, that
can't-
makes sense. Yeah, since I can't target anyone with it, I can't use it for healing. Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Negative
Unfortunate.
is the opposite. Hurts undead.
Yeah.
Hurts living and heals undead.
Okay. I am going to. I think just strike through the bars at this one to the south with my rapier.
Okay. It does have partial cover, but you still manage to hit it.
All right. Damage.
It's going to take 3 damage.
These guys have exactly 4. God damn it. That's what I was worried about.
You have to just murked me to death. That was
It's
fun.
because you were in the literal worst spot to be
Yeah.
in. Like,
Yeah, in hindsight, I shouldn't have gotten that close.
I guess I'm just going to try another stab through those bars.
You hit.
Sick. I can't do less than 1 damage. So,
Okay.
You got your
Um,
wish.
This one also drops dead.
and then I'm going to continue the dueling parry for my 3rd action. And that is my turn.
Okay. Alec. He just saw 2 of the skeletons drop, and he's like, "Oh wow, these really are pushovers." And then he like taps Levis on the shoulder and just asks, "Are you okay? Do you want to be standing there right now?"
Well, I mean, I think I should be okay.
All right, fine with me. And then he just walks away.
Wait, not like that.
Don't worry, Levis. You've got Halimbar's Silver Spine protecting you from the front.
My hero.
Well, your hero is about to face off against another skeleton guard because, like, let me get rid of this one and this one to make our lives easier. This skeleton guard steps forward and swings at you with its scimitar. Come on, PC. I need A now. Are we doing this? Did we crash? What's going on? Attack. Attack. Strike. Okay, that worked for some reason.
That misses.
It's going to attack you again.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah, so once again, it swings and seems to, hit the jail cell and drops its scimitar. For its 3rd action, it's going to pick up its scimitar.
It stepped forward for one of its actions.
You're right, it did. So it's just standing there defenseless. The other skeleton guard glares at you. Levis?
This is what you get for attacking me. It's like has another disrupt undead on this one.
All right.
Oh, it's enfeebled. Let's go. Oh, and then just dies. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I think no matter what you roll on that, it just insta kills them.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause
yes,
you
I
have a
get
+4.
Let's go. This is the kind of enemies I'm good against.
Hal looks back
Except
at
when
you,
it hits me.
bleeding.
Except when it hits me.
Oh, all right. Hal is going to step over this skeleton guard's undead corpse.
Let me
if you
get rid of
wanna-
that. Yeah.
And then strike this last skeleton guard. Wow.
You miss.
After placing 2 excellent shots through the bars on the other one, I can't hit the oak. Oh man. I'm going to just continue the dueling parry for my third action because it's really funny watching these guys critically fail.
Alec doesn't care anymore about the skeleton. It's the guard's turn. And the skeleton is going to swing at you. Because why not?
He was so patient.
Just waiting its turn.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay,
Wow.
that hits.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
It is. It is
Mhm.
just a little.
Oh, you're gonna take all of 4 damage.
I mean, to be fair, that's a quarter of my max HP.
Are you ready for round 2? Because it's going to slash at you again.
And miss.
And a third time.
And miss.
Alright, well, that's its turn. Levis, do I even need to ask?
I'm taking care of this right now.
we
Get that thing
the-
out of my face.
we don't even need to roll because it's going to die.
Yeah. Unless
Okay.
it does a critical success.
I doubt it.
No, it takes half damage.
Yeah, it's gonna die.
These cantrips seem very powerful.
4 undead.
Yeah.
For its one use case.
Yeah, exactly. It's one use case.
Woofing great in the tomb.
Extremely well in the tomb.
And as that skeleton dies, we are going to hard cut back to the other half of the party. Kagos and Sophie.
This is still in the future, right?
Oh, this is very much in the future. In fact, it is twilight hours now, and you are approaching the base of Hell Knight. What are you two talking about as you once again see the tower in your sights?
Why were you asking if I wanted a pet earlier? I mean, it got me thinking about Goop Goop and you know how he's kind of, well, other people don't like him, but why?
Well-
why?
Well, someone mentioned the warg, and that got me thinking about dogs. And, you know, I had a dog way back when I was a child, and he was the best companion I could ever have. And this bat is not a great companion in comparison. And so I was just thinking about pets. And you had Goop Goop, and I kind of killed him, so that kind of made me feel bad. So maybe a pet would cheer you up, you know?
Well, I didn't really kill him, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, how does that work exactly again? I'm still confused.
It's Goop Goop's not really. I just, I'm really good at alchemy, and I just kind of make him, and then he's there.
Is that why alchemists think they can create a stone that can bring people to life?
The Philosopher's Stone. It's thing. I think it's real.
Well, can't you do the same thing you do to Goop Goop, but to a person? Can you do that?
You mean like make a golem?
But like with the the whatever you put in a Goop Goop, like does Goop Goop remain the same creature after you create him again?
I think so. I mean,
So whatever the thing that you take from him that remains constant, what would you call that? A soul?
I've never thought about it. I mean, he's got. He remembers. I think.
Does he have a brain?
Hold on, let me check something.
He's weird, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of smart. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could make him talk.
You can make him talk?
Yeah. But then he wouldn't be very useful otherwise.
Does talking make him less useful in other areas?
I can only. He has limited capabilities. I can only really have him do 2 things, kind of, each day.
That seems very limited. For a living being? I assume he's a living being.
I mean, yeah, he's alive, I think. I mean, he takes damage and dies.
As you
I never really thought
ponder,
about-
as you ponder these difficult philosophical conversations,
trying
I'd
to
like both of you to roll perception.
trying
Oh
to
my
explain mechanics.
10 intelligence. I shouldn't even be talking about this.
Uses.
And this can be perception in the open.
That's right. Okay. Perception in the open.
Okay, so you're having this conversation, and as you're approaching the base of the hill. Around the hill, there's like the same growth of trees that you noticed the first time you walked through this way. You hear a rustling coming from the trees somewhere to your right. That captures your attention, and both of you look in that direction. From the shadows emerges this large wolf-like creature
Oh
who stands in front of you and sizes you up. But it doesn't seem to do anything else.
Does this look like a regular wolf, or does it look bigger?
Roll nature.
Sure. Oh,
This looks bigger than a normal wolf.
bigger than a normal wolf. So I did hear about the warg earlier.
Yeah, we
So I'm
talked
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. We did. Wait, did we talk to the goblins?
I
Yeah,
believe you were
we
there
talked
when they
about
mentioned the
the
warg.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw my bow and say, "Hello, what are you doing here?"
It notices that you've drawn your bow and starts snarling at you.
This is just to protect myself. I don't want to cause you any harm. We're just travelers.
Then put the bow down.
Roll out.
Hmm.
So yeah, the wolf-like creature in front of you actually spoke and said, "So put your bow down then."
Okay, I'm gonna put the bow down, and don't do anything quick or fast. I'm gonna put it down, and I slowly put it down.
I saw you earlier, human. You were here a couple nights ago, were you not?
We made camp here. We were heading to the keep.
Have you been inside the keep?
Yes, we have.
How much
Do you
of it
have
have you
visitors?
seen?
Oh, a good amount of it. Roughly half. The southern half.
As much as it pains me to ask favors of lesser creatures such as yourself, I'm in a predicament myself. You see, my children are trapped in that keep with someone holding them hostage. If you could bring them to me, I promise that I will let you leave the keep in one piece.
Agos will channel his inner how. Say, well, we are adventuring heroes, so I think we can do that. Wait, how does that so much better?
No, that was good. That was good.
Why
are,
don't
in
you
fact,
roll
heroes.
performance?
Okay, you have a hero point.
Is
No,
that a minus
perfect.
one?
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
minus
perfect.
one. Oh my god.
What about the
Um,
hero points?
so this warg just looks at you and just instantly dismisses you as nothing more than a speck that it doesn't even deserve its attention, and focuses entirely on Sophie.
Behind Sophie.
Well, in case you didn't hear him, we are heroes. And children of all kinds, I believe, should be protected.
So we are in agreement then?
Yes. I will trust your word if I keep mine.
Excellent. I have 4 children inside, and I expect all of them to be returned to me. Good day. And the warg steps back into the shadows of the forest.
Wow, a talking wolf. I've never met one.
And me either. That's
Yeah. Were you
she's
trying to
scary.
were you trying to intimidate her earlier, or
No, I just Hal sounds kind of cool when he does his whole hero extraordinaire thing. I was trying to do that.
oh yeah, he does, but then sometimes he drops his sword right afterwards. And
That too.
I mean,
The first part's cool.
the first part is cool. So you didn't drop anything after what you said, but you just got to nail the first part down.
Yeah, I didn't do that so well.
Don't worry, we'll work on. We'll ask Hal for some tips, and then we'll just not be as clumsy.
We should
Okay,
go get them.
let's get these let's get these 4
before they
puppies.
Run
Yeah,
into whatever is, you know,
yeah, whatever's at the keep.
that has the puppies.
Yeah,
Can't
oh,
get 'em. Ooh.
it must be some terrible beast that has them, or probably an evil person. Maybe it's the cult. Maybe they have the puppies.
Ooh. Ah, but I
Okay,
didn't want to go downstairs.
No,
They were right about that in town. We shouldn't.
we shouldn't. Not by
should just-
ourselves.
No. I was really hoping they would have some reinforcements for us, but they didn't. All right.
Okay, let's find the puppies. And remember, there's 4, so as long as we find 4, we're fine.
All right. Let's go find the puppies.
Let's go find the puppies.
Okay,
fuck.
and let's turn back the
Even
clock
worse.
by a few hours.
Dramatic irony.
Oh,
Ah.
man.
Hal, or actually Levis, you have successfully managed to kill the last skeleton. What do you do now?
immediately start downing more health potions. I do not want to walk around with 1 HP. So let's go take care of that right now. Excellent. I'll save one for later. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, you gotta be more careful where you're stepping. And Hal will reach an absent-minded hand to his chest, right where his spear scar is.
I feel like we broke the promise we made to Sophie and Kagos about staying safe.
I mean, really, they said to keep me out of trouble, but I've been keeping you out of trouble, more so.
I mean, I feel like we both went into trouble though.
Alright, there was that one time with the rats, but
Let's just say we tried our best and move on.
how about when they get back, we just tell them things found us and we had to defend ourselves?
Great idea. Let's go with that story.
Are those two your parents or something? Like, why are you so concerned about them?
We gotta, look the part.
We're heroes, after all.
Yeah.
So why would heroes care about whether they got into an adventure?
Well, more so a promise. We should
Yeah.
try to keep our promises.
Well, I would say don't make a promise you can't keep.
You're right.
Yeah. How's
Eh,
that? Look very downtrodden.
Alec is gonna
Not a
go
bad
back to shaking this door, trying to get it open.
Did these skeleton guards have anything other than the scimitars on them, or
No.
no? All right. Yeah, I'm going to walk back and say, so did you just like leave those four there and they turned into skeleton monsters, or do you think they set up shop there themselves?
I'm worried might be a trap.
It is very curious. We wouldn't have left prisoners in the cell when we left the keep. That doesn't seem right. Criminals are criminals, but they deserve humane treatment.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment on that when Levis woke him up.
Yeah, the fact that they woke up is also not normal. Skeletons don't normally do that.
Yeah. I'd like to avoid them from now on. Alec, any luck with the door? Or the closet?
Seems pretty close to me. Either of you know how to pick a lock?
No.
Alright.
And you've got that greatsword. You can pick the door.
I mean, you're not wrong, but this doesn't look like a very strong door to begin with, and I really don't want to, like, break whatever's inside.
Maybe we'll find a key somewhere else?
It's possible. But I wouldn't, like, hold my breath. I mean, I doubt life is always that convenient, You just happen to find a locked door and there's, like, a key magically spread around somewhere, for you to find very conveniently. Like, life just doesn't work like that.
It would be pretty convenient.
Sometimes fate does odd things to our benefit. Maybe we'll get lucky.
And you say maybe we'll get lucky, and like part of your like arm is bleeding heavily onto the floor, and like there's like a pool of blood around you, and Alec looks at you like, lucky. Absolutely. You are like the picture of sheer dumb luck. You are actually.
Yes.
You know what? You are right. You are very lucky that one of those skeletons didn't skewer you through your heart.
Yeah. See, luck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll find some more. We'll find the key. You just gotta have faith.
Whatever. I don't care that much. Actually, no. Wait. This might have my ring in it. All right. Stand back. And Alec pulls out his greatsword and swings at the door. And I'm not even going to bother rolling damage because the modifier itself would have broken the door. So the door smashes open. Inside, you find okay. So you find one potion, but you're not sure what it is. You find I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, here we go. This is the one. So, okay. Inside, you find 4 different compartments. You kind of surmise that this might have actually been lockers for the jailers. In one of the lockers, you see a light hammer. It's got a very silvery sheen to it. Right below that hammer, you notice a vial of some sort. In another locker, you see a greenish-looking cat sculpture thing. It's about the size of a thumb. Or wait, no. I think it might be bigger than that. I need to actually see how big. Okay, no, it is the size of your thumb. You also notice in another locker another vial of some sort of liquid. You see a stone that it's crystalline in shape and it looks cut or shaped. You're not entirely sure. And then you notice a scroll of some sort.
Okay. Would you mind if I took a look at the scroll?
Be my guest. I mean, none of these are what I'm looking for. And Alec just leaves. He's just not interested in anything else in the locker.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd like to just examine the scroll and the potions, I guess.
Okay, so first the scroll. You recognize that it's a scroll of magic missile.
Ooh. Another spell I can't use. Okay.
So for the vials, I would like you to make an Arcana check for each.
So how many were there in total again?
What was that?
How many vials were there in total again?
2.
2? Okay, so 1 and 2. I don't know shit.
Yeah, they just look like vials of liquid.
I don't recognize these, Hal.
Alright, I suppose we should save them for the potion master then.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so let me drag.
I will
Put these
drag
in
it
my
into your
inventory.
inventory. Could you? We'll go on good faith here. Could you close your inventory sheet?
Good faith. Okay.
I'll add them to you as
Let's put in the
unidentified.
scroll because I was doing that in the meantime.
Okay, you can add that first, and then I will
Okay, yeah,
add the
then
potions
let me
afterwards.
go do that. Bestiary. I believe it's equipment, right?
Mm-hmm. It should be
Scroll.
equipment.
Scroll of a first level spell. And then you said it was magic missile.
Yes.
So there was also a silver light hammer and a cat sculpture.
A cat sculpture and so a green cat sculpture and a crystal of some sort.
Okay. I would like to quickly cast detect magic to see if the crystal is magical, or the cat sculpture.
Okay, I'll add this stuff to Levis's inventory in just a second. They do, in fact, seem magical.
All right. I don't think I learn anything other than the fact that they are.
I could try reading the aura, if that'll help.
All right. I'll throw the light hammer in my backpack, and you figure out what these things are.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to cast read aura on both the sculpture and the crystal. It's just
Okay.
a minute each, I guess. Take 2 minutes of me trying to figure it out.
So on the cat, you recognize that there's some sort of evocation magic,
Okay.
on the crystal, you notice some sort of evocation magic, and on the cat, you notice some sort of abjuration magic.
Both of these are indeed magical. Although, not entirely sure what they do just yet.
You think they're safe to just grab?
Well, I'm touching it right now.
Oh, you have to touch it? Alright, never mind then.
I mean, I don't have to, but I imagine, like, as I'm reading the aura, I'm just, like, examining it, just turning it around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you wanna hold on to them, or should I?
I can hold on to them.
Don't go into your inventory just yet.
Yeah, I'm not. But will you be adding those to my inventory as well?
They have been added. You can go in if you want.
And I'm thinking also, like, while Levis is doing that in those 2 minutes, I'm just quickly checking for any false backs in the lockers, like there was in the one in the south.
Okay. You don't notice anything in the lockers. Also, Levis, exit your inventory. I didn't add the other two correctly.
I never opened it.
Okay. Yeah, there are no false backs in this shelf.
Okay.
Shall we go meet up with Alec?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've found everything we could here.
Yeah, seems like it.
Well,
Alright.
that was disappointing. Man. This
Very
this,
much so.
Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing left to do except to search the remaining rooms in this castle.
Opening more doors.
I'm gonna let you go first because it's honestly very entertaining to see both of you just stumble around and fight every single thing that you encounter. It's one of the
Prefer
most
if it
amusing
was
things.
more boring though.
I mean, it's
I had enough fun for one day.
I haven't gotten enough just yet.
Imagine the story we'll tell of this day.
Oh, I know the story that I'm gonna be telling. That's for sure.
And as Hal was
live.
saying that, he draws his rapier and opens the door.
Okay, and next week we will find out what lies beyond that door. Thank you, and join us again. or don't. I mean, no one's watching this. I don't know why I bother doing that. Goodbye.